Sorry about the little bit of delay there, my darling batlings. I forgot to load up my music. I'm a professional.
That's okay. I forgot to load up my Twitch app so that I can do things. I'm also a professional.
Joke's on you. I had everything all set up.
So, yeah, I'm home early, batlings, and as a result, I'm streaming tonight. We're gonna try and finish up Travis Strikes Again, and maybe start No More Heroes 3 if we have time. And I'll be streaming tonight instead of tomorrow night. So no stream tomorrow night anymore.
Like gasp.
But I've already got next week's schedule worked out, so keep an eye out for it. Yeah, without any further ramble, let's get on into Travis Strikes Again. Yeah, there we go. Now we're really ready to start.
I timed it just right this time.
Without further fountain dew.
That's only for when we're playing Wanted Dead, which I need to re-download.
Oof.
Without further Apu.
Yeah, without further Apu, because Apu's gone.
Supposedly, I forget the actor's name, but the guy that the guy that played Raj, also JKR, you are hugging Ari there a little bit.
Nah, he's not hugging me. He doesn't have arms.
Yeah, how can I hug him? I don't got arms.
Fair enough. The guy that plays Raj on Big Bang Theory.
I do not know that guy's name, so I couldn't begin to tell you.
It's like, I would butcher the fuck out of it if I tried.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, like, Cal Penn, because I got confused for a second, confused Raj with Taj from Van Wilder.
No. But yeah, supposedly the guy that plays Raj in Big Bang Theory is going to be taking over as Apu. They just haven't set when.
Okay. I figured that part of the reason that they've kept him out of the show is that they're trying to find a new actor to play him.
Alright.
Alright, so when we left off, we were about to do the final, for the main story at least, because we got some post-game stuff too, text adventure, and then go into the final level. And also, we've still got Bad Dog here.
We're gonna miss you, kitty.
Don't worry, the kitty will be back for No More Heroes 3, and this time she'll have an actual voice.
But then what use will I have?
I'm sure we'll still have plenty of use for you.
We all know I'm the best voice actor for the kitty.
Yeah.
Hire me, dude that made this game.
Suda51, I mean, he is working on that Hotel Barcelona game. With, the creator of, Deadly Premonition.
Nice.
Welcome to the Hotel Barcelona.
Chapter 6, Quark Gluon Plasma.
Say that 3 times fast.
No.
I dare you for it.
That.
I don't even remember what it was.
Alright, who's going to voice, Kamui Uehara, the, Antichrist guy?
Wasn't it?
I think that
That was JKR, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that was me. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, Trav. For calling you all the way out here.
What happened? Huh? You're sporting a weird aura, man.
Have a look at this.
Oh my god.
What's this supposed to be?
Please fight me.
Kamui, what the hell?
I told you. This guy's got dead eyes.
Whatever. Fine. I trusted you. And I can't turn down a friend's request.
Oh god.
That's what I want to hear, Trav.
You know, going with the higher voice actually works, because when we see him again, we're going to see that he's pretty young.
Oh, wow. Let's do this properly. Best out of 5. Now, for the first assassin.
I beg your fucking pardon.
What do you mean, best out of 5? Okay, who's gonna voice the first... There we go.
Oh. I'll take you on.
I love the perky young ones. I'm gonna beat you till you like it.
I gave him the way wrong voice.
I mean, you didn't see what he's gonna look like, so...
That's fair.
Yeah.
Can you survive this? Oh, this is the same fucking guy.
Yeah, this is the same guy.
My 12 combo spark! No way! Wait.
Now it's my turn. Here we go.
Okay!
12 swords of Pizzucato!
He's too strong.
Not bad. What's your name?
Graham.
Graham, live straight, buddy. Look at me. I am darkness. Live in the light, Graham.
Thank you. Okay.
Round
He
2,
was a
fight!
thing. You go, Jay.
1 second, 1 second. Next.
This guy doesn't look serious.
Do I not? I'm taking this pretty seriously. And why? Because I'm facing off with Travis Touchdown, the legendary assassin.
How's that feel?
Like the greatest prey I could ever hunt.
What a 180. What's your name?
John. John McAllister.
God damn it.
Die, Travis! Just like my cousin Kevin!
He disappeared.
Behind you!
Huh?
You underestimate me, Travis.
A pile bunker? Classy. You got some taste.
Oh, that's not all.
It ends here, John.
So I was the prey after all.
Sorry, but you don't even count as prey.
That's not even funny.
We got 12 of these guys to get through, huh?
No, it's best out of 5.
Oh, best out of 5. I humbly pray for victory.
You picked the perfect voice for this design, dude.
Thank you.
Next up's a samurai, huh?
I am known as Kinyaru Arashi.
Kinryu Hiroshi.
I said what I wanted to. You said Kenru Hiroshi?
Kinryu Hiroshi.
Okay. Well, we'll probably never have to say it again.
Yeah, he's not gonna appear again.
Nothing but a nameless samurai. You must be.
Travis Touchdown. I was here eating a burger.
Is that so? A pale, round-eye assassin? How absurd!
Oh, so he's racist too. Got it.
But that aside, we as warriors shall battle fairly.
That works for me.
Where's the fun in that?
Ellipses.
Dot, dot, dot.
Ellipses.
I thought this was Metal Gear for a second. Hi, Coffee Pot. Yeah, not Metal Gear tonight. We're finishing up Travis Strikes Again, and maybe moving on to No More Heroes 3 if it doesn't take too long. How you doing, Coffee Pot? We're in
Coffee
the
pot.
stalemate of all time with all these dots.
Ellipses.
We thought about naming our kid Ellipses, but there were too many L's and R's, if you know what I mean.
God damn it.
That's a joke from Blaze Blue, and I love it.
That's horrible, and you should feel bad.
But he doesn't.
I mean, to be fair, he called...
Blaze Blue should feel bad.
Let me explain what's happening. Neither one of them will drop their guard, and no one's been able to attack yet.
Ellipses.
6.5 hours later.
Hours later.
Huh.
Your blade shows no hesitation. Impressive.
You're tough. Yeah.
I've failed.
I'm doing good. I don't know if I told you guys this, but my friend is willing to become my roommate. Now we just need enough money to move out. I'm so happy for you, Coffee Pod. Finding a roommate can be a real hassle. But it's worth it in the long run, if only so you can split the cost. Says a person that when I was in college, I had no roommate, so I had to pay the full cost myself.
Yes.
Well, shit.
Kinryu Hiroshi, I could never beat you again.
Thank you for that. Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses.
So this is what it feels like. To win the match, but lose the battle.
I do believe you are up, JKR.
That's right. I'm up. Next. I'm up next.
Huh?
You hesitated, Travis. Is this the sort of man you are? What a shame.
We're not done yet.
But I shot right through you. Are you a zombie?
You shot me in the hair, dickhead.
Well, I think it looks good on you. You've got guts for insulting me like that.
Can you only attack with that mouth? No more sneak attacks. Shoot me for real.
Rapid fire! You took down all of my bullets!
Time to reload.
What are you?
The best primate assassin there is. No mercy for cowards. Fuck off.
I shouldn't laugh, but god damn it, the hair hole.
Yep. Turn into dust and float away.
Shut up, Coffee!
Wait, attack with that mouth. Yep. Yeah. This time it wasn't JKR's fault. It was the script. For once, it's not JKR's fault.
Yeah, for once. For once, I don't walk into something.
Feel the contradiction of the world. That will be your atonement.
Nothing but aces, Trav.
Are you my last opponent?
Begin any time.
This is character development, says Coffee Pot.
You can't see me calling bottom. I'm rolling my eyes at you. I'll put the final death ball here. If you beat me, it's yours.
Okay. Don't mind if I do.
Like that, and that, and that, and that. Hey, Trav.
What? Don't talk to me while we're fighting.
This is the final climax.
Giggity.
battle conversation is sort of a prerequisite.
The music is going insane. The music's always a banger in No More Heroes games, seriously. Just wait until you hear the sushi.
So.
Just wait until you hear the sushi shop theme in No More Heroes 3. Prerequisite, schmerequisite. You're pretty tough.
A bit, yes.
He attacked with his mouth, and now we at the climax. I guess the climax came a little too early. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Wah.
I'm called the Angel. Sorry, we said that again. I'm called the Angel of Absolute Zero.
You may want to rethink that nickname, man.
You're tough yourself, Trav.
By the way, the musical chair song in No More Heroes 3 is so good. I know, right? I love that you're here.
Mildly aroused.
I love that you're hearing this out of context, and you're just gonna have to tune in to see what we're talking about.
That's what I said. I'm terrified and aroused.
Too tough. It's overwhelming.
Okay, now I turn it up to 11!
All right. Give me all you've got.
Never mind.
Why? Why did you stop?
You're my friend, Kamui. I can't kill my fucking friend.
Friend? I'm... your friend?
No shit!
Aww.
You've been my friend since we first met.
Shit, Trav.
It terrifies me, but now it does have my erection, I mean attention. Coffee pot gets it.
I'm gonna cry.
Men don't cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Fine, whatever. Cry your eyes out, buddy. Okay, Waluigi, tone it down. So that's it. Hey, Dev, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? You're just a child at heart.
I can't do that without...
Let me eat up all your trauma, Kamui. So from now on, you rest easy and live in the light.
Luigi.
I was gonna say, oh my god.
Meanwhile, at the game shop, I forgot who voices Bishop, because we haven't seen him in a while.
Did we... Have we seen him?
Yeah, he showed up in the first text adventure scene. He's the guy that... he's the brother of Travis's best friend who was killed in No More Heroes 2. And he took over his brother's video shop and turned it into a game store.
What kind of voice would he have?
He has a little bit of, like, some kind of unidentifiable accent. You know, he kind of talks like this, man. Hey, Travis!
This won't work! He's been badly disoriented.
Deteriorated.
Deteriorated. It's the accent. It won't load like this.
Is there another way to load it?
Yeah.
I love that you're kind of going Tommy Wiseau with it. It fits.
Thank you.
Yep.
You're in for a long trip, though. That's you, dog.
Oh. Sorry, give me a second. Okay.
You're not playing Minecraft while we're doing this, right? You're not building brown bricks while we're looking at story.
My Switch is on the dock right now, charging. So no, I am not playing Minecraft. I was switching between tabs. Sorry.
Are you hero forging?
No. You don't mean the legendary Death Ball technician.
Bingo, Kamui!
I'll go anywhere. Lay it on me.
The northeast edge of... Now, that just went weird accent.
So Tommy Wiseau,
Northeast
yes.
edge of New England. The northeast edge of New England. Portland.
What the
So
fuck is funny about?
we're going to Oregon.
That was far.
10 hours at 200 miles per hour.
Speaking of miles per hour, did you see the April Fool's joke that Sega did?
Yes.
They put out
No.
for those that missed it, they put out a company announcement on social media saying that Tails, aka Miles Per Hour, has moved to Europe and as a result changed his name to Kilometers Per Hour.
God damn it!
Yep.
I never realized that was a pun until now.
Excuse me.
Even my little accident dried up.
Gene, did you piss yourself? You went to the bathroom a lot.
Oh, poor Gene!
More importantly, let's hurry. We have to find the death ball technician.
Welcome.
Welcome. How many games would you like to play?
I'm not here for games. I came to see the legendary technician. Where is he?
You aren't going to play. I have nothing to say to you. If you played, that's a different story.
Are you fucking with me?
We aren't children. Where will threats get us? One game, please. Of course. Come back here once you're done. Let's talk later.
Bowling, huh? That takes me back. Let's do this.
Just whatever you do, don't be using a Voltorb as a bowling ball.
Are you speaking from
Well, there goes
experience?
my whole afternoon.
250 points. You're really something. The technician is downstairs. Well, actually, he lives downstairs. I'll take you there.
Okay, who's gonna voice Frank? I guess that would be, Furret.
Furret.
Yeah. I heard from Jack. You want your ball cleaned?
I heard you're the legendary death ball technician. So I came all the way from Texas.
Death ball? So that's why you're here. I only fix balls for ex-pros with exclusive contracts. I only make balls for real bowlers. But death balls are a different story. That girl's passion surpassed even mine. Oh, fuck.
Yes, this all ties back into Juvenile.
Okay. I thought it was going to be another girl voice I was going to have to come up
No.
with.
No, Juvenile is the overarching, character behind every one of these text sequences.
Okay.
And, like, the
I
whole
got
story. You mean
I got you.
Juvenile?
Yeah, that's a name. To think I'd be making these balls for video games. Bowling's arch nemesis. You're not wrong, you're just a dick. The times were surely... The times... God damn this sentence. The times are honestly cruel.
Can you fix it?
Don't make me laugh. I made those damn balls. Let me see. Center of gravity's off. Give me a bit of time. I'll pick up I'll pick up the tab. Go have a drink upstairs. That sentence is backwards. It'll be ready by the time you're drunk.
Okay, I'll have a free gimlet or two.
Hang on. I'll have a Trinity.
Wake up! It's done and perfectly. Here it is. The Azteca light given off from the death ball. So beautiful and heavenly.
This light. This is definitely a death ball.
Trav? This is where we part for real. My job is done now. I hope everything works out for you.
Scusi.
Kamui, live in the light.
The light. It's a daunting task. But I trust you, so I'll try.
Take care.
Goodbye, Trav.
Wonder where he's going.
From the past to the future. Wandering in search of the light. Kamui needs this time.
Hey, buddy. Did the death ball do that just now?
Dude, you created something really special.
I know. Why do you think I'm hiding out down here?
See ya. Thanks a lot, old man.
If you see her, let her know that her daddy is doing okay.
I will.
Aww.
We gotta hurry home. Let's go!
Hey, Travis? That daddy. What kind of daddy did he mean?
Daddy means daddy.
So, which meaning?
I guess it means she's a good daughter. I don't give a shit.
Whatever. Drive carefully.
Yeah, nope. Let's punch it! Texas is far.
Wish we could get sent off too.
Trying not to make the joke. Forcing system shutdown. Stop! That'll make it bug out. Like, bug out for reals. Seriously, don't do it. Wait. Hold up. Returning to trailer. Returning to trailer. We got a trophy called CIA.
Be continued. So I guess it means there's at least one more text adventure.
It's a post-game thing. And it mostly focuses on Badman rather than, Travis.
Huh.
Travis, help. It's dark and cold. I can't speak anymore.
Have you tried opening your eyes?
Oh, their manual.
Alright, time to play the final game. CIA.
That's a Third Rock from the Sun reference,
I never saw that show, but I was aware of it when it was airing.
It starred French Stewart, and was the only thing to ever really star French Stewart.
This ball is a prototype and is not guaranteed to function properly. Continue anyway? Yes. So remember how, like, We kept on getting texts from Kay about how the CIA was developing a secret weapon that involved the death balls that would activate once all the death balls are completed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to the CIA.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Is it a party?
At the CIA.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a party at the CIA?
Sadly, no. Also, I would be totally okay with, like, if American Dad were to change its intro again to, like, change it from Good Morning USA to Party in the CIA, because it sounds like a perfect theme to Stan Smith.
Doesn't it, though?
I can tell right away this isn't the game world anymore. We're back in the real world now. But where is this? It said CIA for the 7th Mysterious Death Ball. Is this seriously the CIA? Inside CIA headquarters, the Bug Street boys are running around this place too. Using the Death Drive Mark II to connect the real world to the game world. Is that the big plan? Bringing all these bugs into reality to cause the real world to bug out? No, that's not it. These bugs are protecting something. What lies ahead? Is it yourself, Dr. Juvenile? Whatever it is, let's find it.
You are not my real daddy.
So, there is an important detail that's covered, like, briefly in, the K faxes. Let me turn down the game volume.
Yes.
There's an important detail covered in the K faxes that recontextualizes this, the enemies in this level. He mentions that, one of the things that happens when you're under the influence of, the Mother Machine is you see your opponents as the bugs from the game. So, what that means in context of, can you guys stop gangbanging me for a second?
No.
I don't know why my controller disconnected. There we go. What this means in the context of, this level is we're not actually killing, you know, video game enemies. We're killing actual people. And we think that they're video game enemies.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Like, these are actual CIA agents that we're slaughtering by the hundreds.
Oops.
Oops, you broke it.
I didn't do it.
I made that same joke on my stream today.
See you next fall.
I was kidding! But hey, at least you made $300.
That's not $300, that's 300 damage. Or were you talking about picking up 300 of the, coins from,
Yeah, the LB, 300.
Oh, yeah.
LB.
LB dollars, as, they're called in No More Heroes 1. It's the main currency of, the No More Heroes series.
Nice.
Now, what are LB dollars? They're like dollars, but worth less. Somehow worth less.
How exactly? The world will never know or care.
Like, for example, buying some of the t-shirts that you can get in No More Heroes 1 costs, like, upwards of 1,500 LB dollars.
Oh, jeez.
And you can find, like, batches of 1,000 LB dollars by opening dumpsters.
God. So just because you think you're rich doesn't mean you are.
Yeah.
Just like real life. Remember, people, the real rich people are the ones who lived full lives.
Remember, Elon Musk may be the richest person in the planet to the point that he can lose billions of dollars in a single day and not have, like, any sort of actual repercussions to his lifestyle, but he'll never have children who love him.
Or children capable of knowing what love is.
Yep, if his, current kid that he's been parading around that he gave the world's worst name to is anything to go by.
Yup. You did a died.
It's okay, I've got extra lives.
But at least you didn't get buffed by a bunch of Roombas.
You say that like that's a common occurrence for you.
Well, it happened at least 3 times today.
Yep.
For context, you really need to watch the stream.
Yeah.
Stream of my.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out the VOD. You know, either on YouTube when it goes up, or I'll just watch the VOD on Twitch.
And just so you know, we got stuck at least 3 times.
As is common in a Sierra adventure game, or Sierra-styled adventure game.
Yeah, what was it like? For like 20 minutes, we couldn't figure out a bolt puzzle.
Yeah.
I did see that apparently the deaths are a lot less punishing in Space Venture than they were in old-school Sierra adventure games, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, make them more funny instead of infuriating.
Some of the Space Quest deaths were pretty frickin' funny, though.
Like, to my understanding, a lot of the, like, Space Quest and King's Quest and stuff like that deaths tended to be funny, but that also meant, like, you know, it was a game over, so you could have potentially lost progress.
Yeah. Whereas
Please insert 150 blessings medal to load the arcade game.
Whereas in this, it seemed to save, like, every room you entered, it auto-saved.
Good. I've always been hesitant to check out the old Sierra adventure games because of how punishing they can be with, like, just having random things cause death just to screw you over.
I honestly recommend them. They were my childhood, and I absolutely adored and loved them. I would definitely recommend, at the very least, the Space Quest ones. Maybe not so much King's Quest.
For King's Quest, I understand, like, it depends on which King's Quest you're playing. Like, the later ones, to my understanding, weren't written by Roberta Williams, and as a result aren't as fun.
The last one I would honestly recommend out of King's Quest, personally, is Perils of Rosella, which is the 4th one.
Okay.
Mainly because, one, it is my understanding, I could be wrong on this, I think it was actually the very first game where you were a female.
I believe it was. In terms of, like, the Sierra adventure games, at least.
Right. Like, it was like a groundbreaking thing, because whereas with Samus, you didn't know you were a female until the very end.
Yeah, even the manual referred to Samus with, like, he, him pronouns to hide the twist.
Yep. But with Perils of Rosella, I do believe it was like the very first time you were obviously blatantly a female, like, no questions asked character.
But what about Miss Pac-Man?
Miss Pac-Man doesn't count. I don't know. I honestly forgot Miss Pac-Man existed.
Yeah, because Bandai Namco's revisionist history is working on you.
Fair enough.
Fun fact, even though you'll see a lot of, like, culture war grifters say that Miss Pac-Man doesn't appear anymore because of, like, wokeness or whatever, it's actually because Bandai Namco has never fully owned the rights to Miss Pac-Man, and they just don't want to pay the rights holders to use the character anymore.
Oh, jeez.
And that's partly because the rights holders sued Bandai Namco in the 2000s, rightfully so, for breach of contract. Like, you remember those, like, in the, like, late 90s, early 2000s, you had those, you could go to, like, a bowling alley or a pizza place and you'd see those, like, combo arcade machines that had Miss Pac-Man and Galaga?
Yeah.
Those were put out for the 20th anniversaries of both of those games, but also, like, the contract that allowed Miss Pac-Man to be a thing said that, Bandai Namco, or at the time just Namco, had to, you know, pay a royalty fee every time that Miss Pac-Man was released in arcade game form. And they deliberately did not pay the royalty fee like they were supposed to.
Oops.
So they got taken to court over it. They continued to allow Bandai Namco to use the Miss Pac-Man character for, like, crossover and tie-in stuff and stuff like Pac-Man World, all that. But in recent years, due to Bandai Namco still refusing to, you know, getting more stingy with when they want to license the Miss Pac-Man character, the rights holders for Miss Pac-Man decided, screw it, we're just going to sell the rights to Miss Pac-Man, not to Bandai Namco, but to a different company, just so they can deal with the headache of dealing with Bandai Namco. And it was the company that made all those, like, shitty, like, Sega Genesis, repro consoles you could find at, like, Walmart or Dollar General.
Oh, jeez.
So that company, At Games, now owns Miss Pac-Man.
Lovely.
And they're allowed to redistribute Miss Pac-Man as much as they want, but Bandai Namco has to go through them to include Miss Pac-Man on compilations of Pac-Man games. And as a result, Bandai Namco is just, hey Chuck, Bandai Namco's just decided to go back and do, like, sprite and text edits of their old games to remove Miss Pac-Man and replace her with the legally distinct Pac-Mom.
Well, fuck me on a stick.
What?
Well,
No, thank
first
you.
of all, somehow Miss Pac-Man actually came out after Metroid. Samus Aran is the first is the first actual female protagonist of a video game.
Technically not true. There's an arcade game that came out, like, the same year as Metroid, but a few months earlier, that had the exact same twist of revealing you were playing as a female character at the end. I just can't remember what it's called. But the credit goes to Metroid because that's the one people actually remember and give a shit about.
Or hold on. The first female protagonist in a video game was a character named Billy Sue in a game called Wabbit from 1982. The
Okay.
Atari game Wabbit is prescribed by Polygon, blah, blah, blah. The first console game with a playable female character who isn't off-screen.
Okay. Figures it would be some obscure Atari game.
Yeah.
This is Travis Strikes Again.
Yes, this is Travis Strikes Again. We're in the final main stage, and then we've got a post-game stage that was originally released as DLC, but is included in all current editions. Also, this game's not backwards compatible with the Switch 2.
Okay. That sucks.
Considering that this was one of the first games announced for the original Switch, yeah.
Miss Pac-Man comes in second place at number 2 because the arcade version debuted in 1982. And then Samus comes in third place, but is widely considered the first widely known female protagonist.
I mean, I guess they count that because, you know, Miss Pac-Man functionally is just a palette swap of Pac-Man.
Yeah.
It's just Pac-Man with a bow and a beauty mark. in
And
terms
then
of the sprite.
In fourth place is Chun-Li.
Chun-Li wouldn't
And
debut
it's-
until 1992, so that seems a bit odd.
It's apparently been a while since there was a female protagonist in a video game. I don't know. I'm just going off this list.
Hey, Shadow Dragon.
Let's
Okay,
see.
time for tech stuff.
And then technically Cammy. Sorry.
For reals, there's an arcade version of HLM, which is Hotline Miami, the game that
Nice.
that inspired Suda51 to make this.
Nice.
Wonder if it has new modes in it. Okay, who's gonna voice the horse?
What do we have here?
Answer
You
that
don't
question.
look familiar. You don't look like him. No. I don't recognize your face at all.
Who's going to voice the cock? You know what?
No, sorry,
JKR.
I did the- Yeah, I did
No,
that.
JKR has to give his voice to the cock.
I hate you. I hate all of you. I fucking hate all of you.
I haven't had a chance to watch the Devil May Cry anime on Netflix yet, so no spoilers.
Yeah, I've seen a few. I've seen a couple of episodes of it. It's really good for what I've seen so far.
Real quick, wrapping up the list. Cammy comes in technically fourth place as well because they both debuted in the same game. But Chun-Li was the more widely known character. And then
Well,
rounding it out at
technically,
number 5
Cammy
is
wouldn't
Lara Croft.
debut until one of the upgraded versions of Street Fighter 2. She wasn't in the original base roster. She was like Super Street Fighter 2, I think?
Yeah, but rounding out the list at number 5 is Lara Croft 1996.
Okay. I was going to
Anyway,
pre-order
Brian,
the Switch
what's your
2 on
thought?
Wednesday when pre-orders open at GameStop, but I'm not going to
sorry.
do it. Oh, yeah, I'm the same way, Chuck, except I wasn't going to pre-order it because I don't have $450 to spend on pre-order.
Plus, you can't pre-order it on Wednesday because they've delayed the American release.
Yeah, well, not the American release. They delayed the American
release,
pre-order date until April 9th.
Which is Wednesday.
Well, no,
Yeah, they delayed
no,
it from
it
April
was
9th.
April 9th, but they delayed it to an unspecified date, I think.
Oh.
I can't remember. I only saw the message once. Anyways, cock time.
I was going to say, every excuse we have for him to not voice a cock.
Good. But I know you. But you don't know me.
I love that you're kind of going scratch with it.
Do you remember? Look at my face. Before. We've passed each other up at a convenience store, haven't we?
Okay, owl.
You, Ari.
Yeah, use the three voice.
I
chat.
don't know you. Why are you here? You're no guest of mine.
I remember now. I invited him about the thing.
I know about that. You're up to the task. I don't mean to force the responsibility on you or anything, but you're the only one who can find him.
I don't know anything about this thing. Nobody's told me anything about him, nor about you.
There's a reason you've come here. It's probably a good idea to confirm the reason, not reason. He's disappeared. Find him, and you will find the reason you seek. Jesus Christ, I need something to drink.
There is no reason. You should leave.
Security here is pretty tight. It's not going to be easy to get in, but we've got your back. I'll unlock up ahead for you. Please, God, tell me I don't come back.
You do.
I'll give you a clue. It's a symbol. It's a very important symbol.
Elect them. That will be your reward.
You can't. That's against the rules.
I see that you remember now, don't you? The symbol?
This lead-in, I kind of remember it. Find him. Who the hell is him?
That's what I'd like to know.
Him, you know, the lobster man. Also, look at all these dead bodies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me a drink because that hurt the fuck out of my throat.
Yes, please do.
Wimp. I'm kidding, Furret. Go get your water. Or whatever it is you drink.
I could make a joke about that, but it's a little bit too blue even for me.
I don't even think I want to know what you meant by that.
In that case, I'll spell it out for you since you need it spelled out for you. I was going to say he needed to relax his throat after using his throat on that horse.
Like I said, I was better off not knowing.
Well, you needed it spelled out for you. It's a deep throating a horse cock joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
On a horse? You didn't see the horse?
Yeah, Furret was feeling a little hoarse anyway.
Yeah, it definitely left me feeling hoarse. But it's
Good thing-
okay, because excuse for juice box.
Good thing you weren't voicing a frog. Otherwise, you know. You'd rather be hoarse than have a frog in your throat.
Exactly. Of course, we all know that any frogs we have are gonna have to have a Kermit the Frog voice.
Kermit the Frog here. Hi-ho, Kermit
Yeah.
the Frog here.
Yeah, there you go. You're voicing any frogs because you can do the better Kermit.
Well, there's no frog to voice.
I said if there were.
Yeah.
If there ever are.
You know what? There was a frog in one game we streamed, but we don't talk about that.
Oh, God. Incidentally, I need fan art of my OC here, Furret, drinking a juice box.
I mean, that's something you could talk to Sheba about if she were here. Or, you know, you could just DM her. She's easy to get a hold of in my server. Easy to get a hold of as in, like, her DMs are open, not in terms of, like... She sometimes takes a little bit to respond, because she's up at some weird hours compared to us.
Yeah. I mean, like, alright, you're already up at weird hours as it is, but...
Yeah, wait, listen, I get up every morning at the crack of noon.
The ass crack of noon.
Oh, you poor special child. That must be absolutely agonizing for you. Laughs at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, see, unlike these two, I get up at a reasonable time.
But do you go to bed at a reasonable time?
For the last time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon is not a reasonable time.
It's a reasonable time depending on the time zone, because it'll be a different time somewhere else.
He's got you there, Furret.
Have you ever been stabbed in the eye with a juice box straw?
Yes, I have.
Was it a pleasant experience?
No. I'm not into eye play. I mean, I'm very squeamish about eye-related injuries.
Yeah.
Which is why I always flinch at the scene in Metal Gear Solid 3 where Big Boss loses his eye.
Yeah, I can't sit still watching that either.
Hey, you know what they say? We all scream for I Scream.
Boo! But also applause.
I have an applause sound
Yeah.
alert that you could use. I think.
Yeah, Furret. Yeah, you do.
I don't have a sound alert.
It's in the sound alerts below, Furret.
No, I can't access them through my phone. There you go.
Ay, Furret. Do I have to do everything for you?
Well, I mean, you are the mod while he's not, so...
That is fair. I guess I just have to hold his hand.
Excuse me, I'm dying.
Okay, time for ramen.
Okay, 1 second. We got customer! Welcome, come on in!
Give me your best ramen.
Sure thing!
I'm just gonna pelt you with Pikachus because it's the easiest thing I have.
There you go!
Alright, what kind of ramen do we have this time? And what rating is it going to get on the ramen blog? Arirang Ramen, a deep Chiba masterpiece, Oriental-style spicy ramen. So it's got the spicy Jimmy juice.
Hurdy, hurdy, kirsty, birdie, hurdy, mercy, hurdy, hurdy.
Ying, more spare, day, yung, dishkadoo. Ying, more spare, day, stir, bork, bork, bork.
Hurdy, Kermit the Fergie, a quick question.
Hurdy, smear the frog's legs. Uncle Kermit, help! That's an actual thing that happened in a Swedish Chef segment. He got Kermit's nephew Robin and was going to make frog's legs.
Yep. There's also the time that they actually got away with him saying, "What the fuck?"
Yep. What the fuck?
Yeah, quick, question. What the fuck?
Oh, and there's also the one of my favorite Swedish Chef ones, because it was my first time seeing the Swedish Chef, was the chocolate mousse one.
Yes.
In the sphere, the chocolate. Yum, 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 the chocolate. No, the mousse. Mousse, near the mousse, is for the chocolate on the mousse.
Stop when you do that!
Hey, at least it turned out better than his chicken in the basket.
Yeah, that's true.
Or his beansy boonsy burger.
Oh god, the Beatsy Bumsy Burger.
15 love!
It's a birdsie.
Let's see, what else was there? That was funny. Oh god.
Favorite was the squirrely stir.
Oh yeah, the squirrely stew.
I think my favorite was probably like, my very first was, and absolute favorite had to have been the, oh god, what was it? The one where he's making donuts out of, like
is in the sphere they heard the muffin. See the muffin? Her nerd the boomer shooting. The sphere they heard the herp boom. The sphere they heard the herp boom. The sphere the donut.
So there's actually
and
two random. Oh, go ahead.
who could forget in the sphere the flip flopping the hat flapjacking hoofing.
Yeah.
When he was making flapjacks and they kept getting stuck on the ceiling.
Yup. Muppets really was ahead of its time in a million fucking ways.
Chuck says, fun fact, in Sweden, the Swedish Chef is called the Norwegian Chef. I got a fun fact for you that's canon. The Swedish Chef canonically does not speak Swedish. He speaks mock Swedish, but that's also not his native tongue. You know, I saw a clip of Space Ghost voice actor, rest in peace, that really just, like, killed me. And it was him on C-SPAN.
Oh, God.
Like, it was him in a Space Ghost costume, in character as Space Ghost, at, like, a television convention, in 1995, and he was being interviewed by a host on C-SPAN, in character as Space Ghost.
Nice.
Yeah,
And it was,
I saw that. That was hilarious.
yeah, I sent you the link to that, JKR. I need to send that to Furret as well.
I feel like I've seen it. Like, I feel like you,
No, I just found it the other day.
Because I know I saw it. I know I've seen it before. I think it was because I was watching. I think Zentreya was actually watching that at one point.
Zentreya watches Space Ghost Coast to Coast. She got even better taste than I thought she did.
I know I saw somebody.
Then again, she isn't old
watching
like us, so it makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, Ari, did you happen to see the text I sent you yesterday?
Which one? Sorry, I wasn't on my phone much yesterday.
I sent you a picture because I went to a fish market with my aunt and my mom.
Oh yeah, the Orange Ruffy, yeah. You finally know what Orange Ruffy is.
I had a. It's funny because the fact is, like, I looked it up. I looked it up like when you first brought it up to me a few days ago, and then I happened to see it again. Like on a menu, and I was just like, cool. Don't know how I'm gonna like it, so I'm not even gonna try it here. I decided to go for the my usual fish and chips.
Okay, but was the Orange Ruffy sun-bloated?
It didn't say it was sun-bloated, so...
Did it say it was any kind of bloated? Because, like, I can sometimes settle for, like, an artificially bloated Ruffy. But, sun-bloated is the best kind of bloated. As opposed to waterlogged.
Yeah, no. Nothing in that regard.
But yeah, one of my favorite bits in the Space Ghost on C-SPAN thing was like the host asked him like, how do you serve humanity? And it was like, how do I serve humanity? Well, I like to serve humanity steaming hot right out of the oven, which is better than when it's cold.
Sorry, 1 minute. I'm looking up something. Just so I want to get the trivia on this correct.
If you're
wow, that was a season 4 episode? Holy fucking Christ. Okay, 1 second.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, fucking way that was season 4, but whatever. I'm just seeing who a voice actress on something was real quick. Because I want to get the trivia on this just right. Okay, yes, I was correct. Okay. All right. So one of my couple of random things with the Swedish Chef that I always loved trivia-wise. The first one has to do with the Disneyland or Disney World ride, which sadly is now defunct.
The video has been archived, though, so you can still watch it.
Yes. The Swedish Chef in there is the only canonical Muppet, other than Waldorf and Statler and Benny, to have gotten an animatronic for that.
Oh, nice.
He operates a cannon up inside the projector screen to fight the penguins. And the other random bit of trivia is for the My Little Pony episode, It Ain't Easy Being Breezy. Andrea Libman was told to give the Breezies a Swedish accent. She had absolutely no idea what the fuck a Swedish accent was supposed to sound like. So she based her accent off the Swedish Chef.
As one does.
Geez. I mean, that works.
It led to some very comical reviews of that episode, and she has gone on record saying she wishes she'd learned what a Swedish accent sounds like instead.
I'm not entirely sure what like a Swedish accent sounds like, depending on someone's fluency in English when they're speaking English but they're from Sweden. I can go off of like what Joel from Vinesauce sounds like because he's Swedish. Like his accent slips through sometimes, but he mostly sounds like he's from like New York. In terms of what kind of American accent he's trying to do.
Yeah, I knew somebody who was from Sweden. Actually, he stayed at my house for like about a week or so.
When did you try to do a coughing?
What are you talking about, Fert?
You were coughing there for a minute.
No idea what you're talking about, Ferd.
He was a coughing.
Anyway, we got a tiger here who just speaks in
He
dot
was
dot
a
dots.
coughing. We're not going to ignore this. I'm not going crazy.
Timo says no clue what you're talking about for it. Also, hi, Timo.
Hey, Timo.
No. Y'all ain't doing this to me. That was a straight up fucking coughing. I am not that crazy. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
See, Carlton understands. Are you Jacket? I see. So I guess I'm supposed to find you.
Ellipses.
Huh? He's gone. What a shy dude, just like they say. To be fair, most Scandinavians sound British because the closest people that speak the language perfectly are from England. Yeah, that makes sense. That also explains why the one Dutch person that I knew sounded kind of English. Although she was Dutch, but she wasn't from the Netherlands. She was from Belgium.
I miss my juice box. It was
More dead
delicious. It
bodies.
tasted like blue raspberries.
So anyway, is the coughing in the room with you right now, Furret? Just giving me the silent treatment?
Okay, now he's a fighter jet looking thing.
I love that the save point animation is just Travis taking a shit. That's what it's always been in No More Heroes. Except for the parts in No More Heroes 2 where you play as his apprentice, Shinobu. They didn't want to do an animation of her taking a shit, so instead it's her taking a shower.
Yeah, but what the hell are you on about?
I'm done with whatever game this is, to be honest with you.
What game?
If you want to be a fighter jet, be a fighter jet. If you want to be a coughing, be a coughing. No one's stopping you. Do what you want to do. Or it's too old and tired for this shit.
I honestly, Bird, I really don't know what.
Yeah, the bits outlived.
Yeah, the bit's done. It's gone on far too long now.
Like I said, I mean, it was cool that you were a coughing. I was just pointing it out. Like, when did you become a coughing?
Just now.
Have you tried not being so gaseous?
I don't know. Have you tried not being so furry?
That could mean multiple
Have you
things for him.
I wonder what a shaved furret looks like.
I've seen what a shaved bear looks like.
It's horrifying, isn't it?
It's not horrifying, it's sad.
That's what the Yaogwai in Fallout are. Shaved bears. What the fuck is that?
Leviathan.
It looks nothing like our friend Levi.
Yeah, well, if they're ever on stream with one of us, I'll give them that as like a PNG to work with, and until they can give me like the actual like an artwork PNG for their OC Leviathan.
Timo says a naked noodle. That's what a shaved ferret looks like. Oh, so it looks like it looks like Rufus, but longer.
I said I know what shaved ferrets look like.
Now, okay, imagine a shaved ferret, but it's 5 feet long.
I'd rather not, thank you.
Well, I have officially looked up bald ferret in my Google account.
Why do you do these things to yourself?
Not as horrifying as I was thought it was. Why do I do these things to myself? You know, Ari, that's a very good question. And the answer to that is because fuck you.
The answer is we may be able to locate another energy emission from the Wado womb. When we find that media, we'll find Dr. Wowie. Are we gonna do more Transformers Call of the Future? After we finish Earthfall. I've got Earthfall currently scheduled for Monday. Unless, you know, we need a change of plans. Just keep me posted. You and RJ keep me posted if Monday ends up not working. The whole thing with Call of the Future is that I have to set up the PS2 to do that, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. Because, like, I have my PS2's disk drive is dying, so I have to use this, like, real complicated setup in order to play games off a hard drive. Because I don't have one of the old model PS2s that, has, like, the ability to add a hard drive to it. I would love to get a hold of one. I used to have one, but the video output on it stopped working. Also, my cancellation request for, you know, that, Bumblebee Megatron that I ordered went through, so I got my money back.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, seller didn't say anything about, like, oh, I'll cancel it for you. It's just, I checked and it was canceled. Because, the seller was, like, just not communicative the whole time, considering that, like, thankfully they didn't. I'm kind of thankful that they dragged their feet on shipping it, because that gave me time to put in the cancellation request. Because, like, I ordered it over a week ago, and they still hadn't shipped it, so... Like, I was able to request a cancellation, and after 3 days of them not responding, I guess it just automatically went through.
Weird.
Given that eBay gives you a 3-day period to respond to a cancellation request.
I need to get with Shark Robot and see what the fuck's the holdup on a lot of the stuff I ordered from them. They're usually not bad about shipping stuff. But, like, I ordered, like, a whole bunch of standees from them back in February. And an Emberlyn t-shirt, and haven't seen any of them. And the website still says late April shipping, but it's like, yeah, but before it said early March, so what the fuck?
Chuck, I am willing to take that Megatron off your hands. It might just be a bit before I'm able to, like, you know, pay you whatever is due for it, so hold on to it for now. Because, like, I had to, like, I got my money back because I had to, like, spend my money on some more important stuff than Transformers right now. But hold on to that for me, and when I have money to pay you, I will pay you for it, and then you can ship it off to me. You know, I don't like to, do the whole thing of, like, oh, I'll pay you later, unless, like, the person who I'm paying insists upon it.
Yeah, for it.
I'm not saying that as, like, a point of pride or anything. I'm talking about I don't feel comfortable not paying up front.
I get you. I'm making a jab at for it because of the Xbox One. Because as much as I'm flattered, dude, that you gave it to me sooner than I was actually able to pay for it. I swear, dude. Like the next time you've got something you want me to buy off you for it, don't bring it up here until until I'm actually able to pay you for it, dude.
In my defense, though, when I brought it up there, you had originally said you'd have the money at Tony's house, and you didn't.
I told you like a month beforehand that I was starting to think I wasn't going to.
But putting an end to this, I've also told you I don't overly care when you get the money to me as long as it's soon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I get you, dude. I'm just saying, it's like, I just don't like being in this position, you know?
If I'm coming to TFCon Chicago, you can hand it off in person. I'm probably not... that's a big maybe on TFCon Chicago, just because I don't know what the rest of my year is going to look like and whether I'm going to be able to get up the finances in order to, you know, make it to a big convention like that and have money for that extended stay. Like, it's a lot of logistical factors that I'm just currently not sure of. So I'm not banking on being able to make it to TFCon Chicago this year, unfortunately. Because this year's been, like, a lot tighter on my finances than I would prefer.
Yeah.
Like, if I am somehow able to make it, then, you know, it's not just finances, it's also, like, I currently don't know whether I'm going back to school or if I'm getting a job, like a part-time job, and that'll affect my ability to travel.
This game sucks!
Game over. You lose.
It's okay, I can continue from our last toilet.
But yeah, I get it. It's just,
it's fine.
Yeah.
Fun fact, did you know that eau de toilette is French? Did you know that eau de toilette is French for toilet water?
Nice.
Well, I mean, you would know, or you did study French for...
Oh, I studied French, all right. And I was a good student at it. To the point where when I took a, like, French level 1 class in college after a couple years of not studying French, I was like, I recalled enough that my professor, like, begged me to drop the class and take the higher level French course because it wasn't, you know, challenging me enough. But nowadays, I'd have to, you know, start from, like, probably a level 1 class again, just because of how long it's been since I've studied French. Like, as much as I want to learn Japanese, learning French could, you know, if the company survives for the next few years, could be a good, you know, thing to have on my resume, because I live relatively close to a town that houses a studio that's a subsidiary of Ubisoft.
Oh, nice.
Specifically Red Storm, the studio that makes the Tom Clancy games.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what?
Still nice.
Oh. I mean, I guess I'm just confusing that with the Call of Duty games.
No, Tom Clancy games are completely different. Because there's multiple, like, sub-series of Tom Clancy games. Like, you know, Splinter Cell, then there's, like, Rainbow Six.
Yeah, Rainbow Six I'm familiar with the most. That was
Splinter Cell is the one that I've been interested in trying out. It's just that it's not easily available on modern platforms.
I see.
Like, they're backwards compatible on modern Xboxes, but they don't have digital versions for all of them, just some of them. It's like how, it's that kind of annoying thing where, like, it works with a disc copy of the game, but there's no digital copy to buy to make it easier if you're like me and you have an Xbox Series S that by its design doesn't have a disc drive. Oddly enough, Ari, you might actually have the benefit of the green bird. I'm afraid of what that means. I also live, you know, if Ubisoft ends up not surviving after how disastrous their past few launches have been. Oh, Duolingo. I've tried Duolingo for Japanese, and, I found it's not a good way to learn Japanese, but I'm sure it's better for French. It's just Japanese is a horrible thing to try and learn on something like Duolingo, because so much of it involves learning a whole new alphabet. Technically 3 all new alphabets.
I gave up on my Duolingo and deleted the app.
I haven't been on Duolingo in a while, admittedly. Mostly because I'm lazy. Like,
With me, it was just I got tired of the commitment.
Also, I didn't appreciate how the bird kept on, you know, giving me oddly threatening messages to get back on doing my stuff day after day after day. I'm like, when you hound me like that, it makes me want to do it less out of spite.
Yeah, that's one of the things with Duolingo that a lot of people make fun of.
I'm aware of that, and I was unaware of just how bad it was.
Yeah. It was like once an hour for me, and it just got annoying. I was like, nah, I'm done. This shit's stupid. I did it for a year. I'm fine. I can't speak any more Spanish than I could a year ago, but by God, I'm done.
I mean, I still use Duolingo mainly for math. That's only because I'm hoping to take a math course at the very end of my college career when once I work on the last class for my associates. Because I'm pushing off math to the last one because math is the hardest subject for me.
Because nobody said there'd be math. I blame our schools. And I still need to stream Mad World sometime. I just need to set the Nintendo Wii up to do that.
Wii.
Heh. Nintendo.
Oh my God. I just thought up a name for the new segment of my stream.
What?
Sierra Saturdays.
There you go. Technically, you can branch out Sierra Saturdays to include more than just the adventure games, because Sierra published some of the later Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon games. Huh. Specifically, they published the Legend of Spyro trilogy, and they published Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant.
Nice.
Like, and reprints of, like, the reprinted version of, Crash Twinsanity was published by, Sierra, because they had, merged with Vivendi Universal, the, at the time, rights holders of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Because, if anything, the history of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro is a series of murders and executions. I mean, mergers and acquisitions. The Tears for Fears song? No, but named after the Tears for Fears song. It's it's one of the first games made by Platinum Games, and it's the only title they made for the Wii, with the whole gimmick of it being it is a very M-rated title for the Nintendo Wii. And it has a very distinct art style where everything is in cel-shaded, like comic book style black and white. Think like Sin City, where the only thing that's in color is blood. And it's got, like, running commentary by two like commentators, for lack of a better term, where one of them is voiced by the legendary John DiMaggio, saying some of the funniest shit that he's ever said, outside of, you know, voicing Bender. Yeah, it's a real interesting game. It's just, it's never been re-released because a lot of its mechanics rely on motion controls, and due to the fact that the IP is owned by Sega, and Sega's just kind of reluctant to do anything with the Platinum IPs that they own that aren't, like they co-own Bayonetta, sort of, and that still gets released due to Nintendo fronting everything. Like, when it comes to Mad World, that hasn't gotten a re-release because it was a flop when it came out. Like, it did well critically, but didn't sell well commercially. And Sega, as they are known to do, just kind of sits on the IP. Because, like, you know, they're afraid that trying to put time and money into a re-release of a game that failed the first time would be a bad financial investment. Jake has a very funny line. See, I never watched Adventure Time, but I've heard that he's had some funny lines. Like, if I ever get to meet John DiMaggio, one, I'm going to praise the hell out of his performance as Heidegger from the Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga. And two, I'm going to ask him to say some lines from his commentator character from Mad World. I can't remember his name. I can't remember the character's name. I just know, like, one of them is, like, you know, the guy that kind of talks like this, you know, your standard sports commentator. And then the other one's John DiMaggio, who's, like, the grizzled veteran of the games that you're playing, the death games that you're playing. And, like, he has, like, detailed info on every single combatant that you face. And, like, talks about how he fought against them in the past and how he got his ass kicked.
But yeah, if I ever get a chance to meet John DiMaggio, I'm probably going to have him sign my copy of Batman Under the Red Hood, since he was the Joker in that movie.
Yeah.
Technically, you have a chance next weekend.
Yeah, but I don't have enough funds to do that, unfortunately.
I'm
sticking to the...
I know, that wasn't a meant to mean anything. It was just the way I said it, and I apologize.
It's all right.
But, like, one of my favorite exchanges that John DiMaggio's commentator and the other commentator have is when, like, you're about to face the sexy vampire succubus lady. And he's talking about, like, the extensive injuries that he got while fighting her. And he's like, this bitch may have you looking at her tits like a deer in headlights, but that's just a distraction from her. That's just a distraction for when she bites you and sucks your blood out. And don't get me started on the bats. The fuckers have fleas. I was in the hospital, took 40 pints of plasma to revive me, and I was declared legally dead for a week. Awesome rack on her, though. Oh, true that.
The actual fuck.
That's your average commentary from Mad World, and oh my god, I can't figure out this maze.
John DiMaggio, man.
And the writers for like the banter for the commentators are the same people that would go on to write a few Sonic stories, starting with Sonic Colors. It goes to show that they're better at writing, like, humorous banter than they are at writing plots.
Yeah.
Considering that they technically got their start not in, like, anything story-driven, but they got their start in Happy Tree Friends. Okay, time for the horse. Of course.
Hello. Greetings are important, you know. Cheer people.
Nice, of course.
But right now, I'm crumbling with He's disappeared. Gone without a trace.
I passed by you again. You may not remember me, but your BO is intense. I couldn't forget it.
I don't remember. I can't take it anymore. That smell is taking over the room. I cannot abide.
He's wandering around. According to the info I've just received, he's waiting for you. I don't know what he wants, but he's really sensitive to your presence.
That's right. Like that one time. I was watching for the shadows. I could never forget the shock of what I saw.
There will be no next time. Don't forget it. You'll end up at the bottom of the sea.
This place reeks of death. These guys are desensitized to it. For it sounds like RFK Jr. Nah, he's got a much more stable voice than RFK Jr. does. It's the difference between trying to sound like a horse and sounding like you had your vocal cords extracted and are somehow still managing to talk.
I wish you were only deaf.
I'm laughing my ass off because you just said stable.
Heh, stable. Horse.
I was gonna surprise you and buy you a John DiMaggio autograph, but looking at the prices, fuck that!
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, don't do that for it. Don't go for it. It's not worth it.
Don't do it. You have so much to live for. Do a flip.
Because, yeah, like, if he was cheap like they normally are,
Yeah,
between
like
40 to 50.
Yeah. He's like one of the more expensive ones, isn't he?
Yeah, he has $75.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Like, I'm going to try and get my hands on, Shadowheart's, voice actress's, autograph.
I forget her name.
Yeah, something, Jennifer something or whatever, I don't know. Jennifer English, that was it, Jennifer English.
It was on tape.
As opposed to Jennifer Spanish, or Jennifer French, or Jennifer Swedish.
Or Jennifer.
Jennifer's not a language.
That's what they want you to think.
I didn't ask to be criticized.
Ask and ye shall receive. Don't ask and ye still shall receive. Because fuck ye.
What stinks is her autograph prices aren't even up. Her photo op is, but her autograph prices aren't.
Yeah, I had to go into like a different area in order to actually see how much they charge for her autograph, and I think it's roughly around $60. But yeah.
It's not Carlatch, I don't care. Tiefling out for my heart, that one.
Yeah, right.
Which is hilarious because she doesn't have a heart. Good night, everyone!
Meanwhile, I've got a heart. Just let me find it. I have it around here somewhere.
Oh, Ari, is it this one over here on the shelf? The one in the jar? In the back of the closet?
Oh yeah, that one. I never said it was my heart.
God.
Look, I have a lot of blood that I need to pump.
No one ever said it was his blood.
Look, I can't help it. I'm anemic. No, seriously, I am anemic. Not like dangerously so, just like I've got an iron deficiency. Which is one of the more common forms of anemia.
That actually makes you immune to Magneto.
There's too much iron in you, boy. That's all I remember from X2. Is just the guy accidentally ingesting too much iron, and then Magneto being able to manipulate him because he has too much iron in him.
It's not because that he ingested it.
He ingested it because it was because of Mystique. Yes, I know that.
Yeah, Mystique actually injected it into his ass. That was the messed up part.
That's still a kind of ingesting.
Injection, not ingesting, but okay.
An injection causes your body to ingest something, as opposed to indigestion, which is what I often get.
This round.
Diarrhea.
Hello, or Peter, I'm holding iced tea. Anywho, I forgot where my brain was going.
Oh, it was going my way, wasn't it?
No, that's not
I
it.
hear it.
I was going to say, I'm actually impressed they managed to get Ian McKellen to come out of retirement for Doomsday.
I didn't even know he was retired.
I didn't know he was retired either.
Yeah, he's been, like, he does, like, bit parts, but he's never done anything, like, hasn't done anything large since The Hobbit. Like, large scale, like, character-wise. It's kind of like with, like, well, I can't say Patrick Stewart because, let's face it, that man won't fucking retire.
He won't retire because he loves acting too much.
Yep.
But he has to love the role enough to do it. That's the thing.
Like, even if he decides to retire from live action roles, you know he's going to keep voicing Bullock in American Dad.
God.
I'm talking about Patrick Stewart, of course.
Yeah, he is easily, like, the best part of the, of that whole fucking show. Let's be honest. Yeah, like, the last, like, major thing he's done, Ian McKellen, like I said, he's had bit roles, but, like, the last big thing he really did, if you could even call this big, was, Cats.
Oh. I mean, it was big. It was a big disaster. Remember, there is apparently a lost cut of that movie that had realistically rendered buttholes on all of the cats.
That movie existed.
Also, technically, there's another lost cut of it, which is the one that initially debuted in theaters before they released the patch for the movie to fix the CGI. I'm not joking, they patched the movie to make the CGI better.
It was one of the first movies to ever have a, like a mandated patch.
Yep. That horrifying monstrosity CGI you see is the better version of it. Which makes me wonder, how bad did it look on release?
Right? I had to watch that movie. I was forced to. I own that movie. I have a copy of it.
My sister was excited for that movie just in spite of how the trailers made everyone aware that it was going to be shit. She saw those trailers and she was like, oh, this looks cool.
I actually kind of feel bad for the girl that played the main character in that. She had an amazing singing voice and actually did a really good job in it, but that movie fucking tanked her career.
I mean, I will give it credit for one thing. It gave me more proof that Jason Derulo is not only untalented at music, he's also untalented at acting.
I give it credit for giving us one of the funniest goddamn things that Cinema Snob has ever said.
I haven't seen his review of Cats, so could you fill me in?
Well, it's actually he was guest starring on a Nostalgia Critic review of it.
Oh, okay.
And
Who's
the
going?
scene-
This is important. We
say-
need someone to voice this guy who is like a legendary programmer named John Winter.
What kind of voice do you need?
He doesn't have a voice speaking role in the rest of the series, in this game either. So just like, he's kind of like, you know,
dude,
you know what, that would
to see you again.
That would actually kind of work once you see what he's up to after this stage. Not like less ad and more like, hey dude, good to see you again. You know, more like chilled out.
Yeah, I got you. Hey dude, good to see you again.
Do you know me?
No, but we got a new cheesecake in. Highly recommend it. It's chock full of tasty ricotta cheese. Goes well with cheap wine.
I could go for a cheesecake.
I had cheesecake for dessert, actually.
I'm sorry, but cheesecake with ricotta cheese, that does not sound right.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. That does not sound right at all.
Anyway.
I don't handle wine very well. Recommend a beer and I'll take it.
We don't have beer here. Don't talk about beer. Reminds me of him. Somehow
Who's
I
him?
became like this.
Who's him? That guy with the jacket?
That's enough small talk. Time to close up shop. Go on, get on out.
How can I meet up with Jacket?
Can't you just leave him in peace? He's really excited.
Exhausted.
Exhausted. Not like overworked or worked. Oh, I read that backwards. Not like worked overtime tired or drank too much tired or orgy tired. Nothing like that. Every muscle, every bone, all the blood, and even every cell in his body is exhausted. He's completely worn down. Basically, he's
Looking for a place to die, right?
I don't know. Try ask him if you see him. He's waiting for you just past here.
What?
Travis, watch your back. He'll hunt you down. Shop's closed. What were we talking about?
Cheesecake?
No, before that.
Cinema Snob and Cats and Nostalgia
Oh
Critic.
yeah. It's a scene where what is her name? The girl from the old woman from James Bond.
Judi Dench.
Judi Dench. Yes, she raises her leg up in a very, 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 very provocative way. But the funny part is, it has no fucking reason to even be in the movie. It just happens. She just does it like that. And Cinema Snob just goes, I would be honored if you never did that again.
Oh, so that's where you got that from.
Yes. That's actually the last full Nostalgia Critic episode I've ever watched. That was years ago. It is what it is.
God damn it.
You did it.
Yeah, I game overed again before I could save. Because those guys with the bullets kept on stun locking me. So now I have to go through the maze again.
Somebody didn't save early, save often.
You can only save at designated save points, dude.
Somebody didn't do a thing with the thinging and the not dying.
Alright, shut up.
You want to play this for me? Because I will let you if you think you can do it better.
Sure, just buy me a plane ticket to wherever it is you live.
With what money?
Tell you what, you figure out the elevator puzzle in Space Venture. Actually, funny story, JKR. I actually figured it out after, by accident.
Oh, jeez.
So you'll see what we do next on the next episode, or I can just tell you off camera. But the solution was literally right there in front of us.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
On the next episode of Dragon Z Balls.
Balls.
I mean, to be fair, and even early Dragon Ball made the balls jokes about the Dragon Balls. One of my favorites being, I can't remember which character it was. It was probably like Oolong or someone, where like they hear about the Dragon Balls for the first time and they're like, that poor dragon.
Yep. I think it was Oolong, or it was Bulma, one of the two.
No, it wasn't Bulma. She's the one who tells them about the Dragon Balls. Remember? She's the one searching for them that kickstarts the whole adventure.
Yeah, you're right.
Now that I think about it, it was probably Goku. It was definitely Kid Goku.
Yeah, I was about to sit here and say, doesn't sound like something Oolong would do.
Fun fact, canonically, Oolong at his debut in Dragon Ball is supposed to be like 5 years old. It's just the English dub actor for the original Ocean dub of the first 13 episodes of Dragon Ball before Funimation would later take over dubbing Dragon Ball for the entire series, decided to give him the voice of like a gruff 40-year-old man. And that's just forever shaped the character for people in the West. And by in the West, I mean in English-speaking parts of the West, because France had its own dub, and so did Latin America.
He's also curiously one of two characters that the creator just genuinely forgot existed.
Yep, the other being Launch.
Yep. The two most important characters of... two of the most important characters in Dragon Ball.
I wouldn't say Launch is one of the most important, but Oolong definitely is, considering he's the reason that Pilaf didn't win.
Well, I mean, if you actually, like, watch Dragon Ball, Launch plays a pretty large-ass role, at least in the last couple seasons. But yeah, he just forgot she existed, and he forgot that Oolong existed, and that's why they got relegated to background characters in Dragon Ball Z.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Z stuff, I had to explain to my mom who Launch was, because, like, for whatever reason, even though Launch doesn't really appear in Dragon Ball Z, she still gets prominently displayed in the end credits for Dragon Ball Z Kai. In, like, a group shot of, like, the entire Z Fighters team, they show Launch as part of it, even though she does not appear at all, to my knowledge, in Dragon Ball Z Kai.
I will never forgive myself because there was a store around here called Think Geek that sadly closed down.
Oh yeah, I know about ThinkGeek because they were bought out by GameStop, and then GameStop shut down ThinkGeek and just merged it into the regular GameStop store.
Yeah, but like the last couple months the Think Geek was out here, they had figurines of both versions of Launch.
Nice.
And I was real close to getting them, and then I just never did. I forgot all about them.
I'm happy that I picked up my replica Mega Busters from ThinkGeek before they got shut down. I've got all of the Mega Busters that they've released so far. I just didn't get to pick up any of the helmets. I say any of the helmets. They only ever released the classic Mega Man helmet because they were going to do a Proto Man helmet, and then for unexplained reasons, it got canceled at the last minute. And one prototype of it has found its way into a really shitty collector's, collection. I say really shitty collector because he managed to break it.
Oh, jeez.
Like, he managed to break the only known prototype of this unreleased Proto Man helmet that has surfaced.
How the hell did he break it?
He broke off the part that the visor attaches to.
Oops, you broke it.
Oops, you broke the priceless piece of Mega Man merchandise, ooh-woo. You made a fucky wucky, a little fucko boingo.
Yeah, and I just hopped on Amazon to see if those statues are still around. They are.
Yeah, of course they are. Dragon Ball stuff's constantly in stock.
Let me put it this way. It would be cheaper for me to buy you the John DiMaggio autograph.
Yeah, because statues tend to be pretty expensive, dude. Especially if you're buying them on Amazon, because you're paying for the convenience of them being shipped from within the US.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because at the Think Geek a couple years ago, they were like 40 a piece.
Yeah. Like, Amazon's the worst place to buy anime figurines because they're massively overpriced there compared to literally anywhere else.
Yeah. Which is sad to me because Launch was like my crush from Dragon Ball.
You know, so many people are like, oh my god, Android 18. I'm like, I've been a Bulma stan since I first got introduced to Dragon Ball, which was through Curse of the Blood Rubies, the old Ocean dub. That is hard to find a copy of now, unless you look on the Internet Archive. And even then, it turns out there's two versions of the Ocean dub of Curse of the Blood Rubies, one of which was not known to exist until a couple of years ago, when it just randomly showed up in like, someone randomly got a hold of a Betamax tape that had this prototype dub of Curse of the Blood Rubies, which is, as far as we know, the earliest piece of Ocean dub Dragon Ball anything. And he uploaded it to the Internet Archive, thankfully. It's basically exactly the same as the regular Ocean dub of Curse of the Blood Rubies, except it uses the names from the Harmony Gold dub of Dragon Ball that almost nobody has seen. So it's stuff like Goku, instead of being called Goku, is called Zero. And the theme song is changed to reflect that. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard the Ocean dub Dragon Ball theme song. Like, not the Dragon Ball Z theme song, the Dragon Ball theme song. Like, there's a part in the bridge where it goes like, Goku, he's gonna show you! But in this prototype dub, it goes, Zero, he's our hero!
But what I was going to say is, Bulma would be my crush from Dragon Ball if it wasn't for the fact that my introduction to Dragon Ball was the Funimation version. And unfortunately, she's voiced by Monica Rial, and I can't unhear Monica Rial.
Depends on which version of Dragon Ball you're watching. If you're watching from Kai onwards, then it's Monica Rial. But if you're watching, like, anything pre-Kai, it's Tiffany Vollmer.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Monica Rial has been Bulma for Funimation since the start.
No, she has not. I can guarantee that. Anyway, time for ramen.
Customer, welcome on in.
Give me your best ramen.
Sure thing. There you go.
Itakimasu.
It is Katsura Dandan. Katsura area represent. The soy sauce and chili oil come together to just... Damn! But yeah, it wasn't Monica Rial that voiced Bulma during the original run of Dragon Ball Z and or Funimation Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, because she wasn't working with Funimation at that point. She was working with ADV. Because ADV was still around. Okay, I guess, let's see if we got a horse here. Oh, it's a tiger.
Nope. Jaguar, probably.
No, it's a tiger.
You sure about that? Okay.
Jaguars don't have stripes.
Yeah, you're fair enough.
So this is the bottom floor. The fact that you're waiting here means shit's about to go down, doesn't it? Or do you just want my autograph? Oh yeah, they're looking for you. What are you gonna do now? Also, I know it's a tiger because tigers are a recurring motif for Travis.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I feel the bloodlust coming from you. If I make even one false move, you're totally ready to kill my ass. Looks like I've gone and stepped into the danger zone, huh? If possible, I'd rather not have to take your head off. So yeah, how about we make friends? Well, anyway, call me sometime if you feel like it. You don't really smell like a gamer to me, but let's play something super fucked up. Let's just go back to that world of blood. To fight in that endless battle. Once we grow tired of it, let's have a beer. Let's drink until we got no more fucks to give. Until we lose all hope. Dude, Travis is so relatable. Except I don't drink.
No more fucks to give.
Then, if you still feel like dying, let's meet again. Oh, really? Awesome. It's a deal. Motherfucker, he didn't say anything. Or do you just, like, feel it on a spiritual level?
The answer is yes.
Took over in Dragon Ball Z.
She took over in Dragon Ball Z for part of it, yes, but the original was Tiffany Vollmer.
Yeah, no, because I was like sitting here like researching this shit. For some reason, IMDb is completely convinced it's been Monica Rial since the beginning.
Yeah, IMDb's not a reliable source for a lot of stuff because anyone can edit it, and they don't have any like standards for fact checking like Wikipedia does.
Right. That's what's weird is even the Wikipedia for Dragon Ball is convinced it's been Monica Rial since the beginning. Like I had to dig to find this Tiffany Vollmer person.
Mostly because she's only really known for voicing Bulma and nothing else.
Anywho, I do believe you are the White Sheepman.
No, that...
Yeah, sorry, my...
yeah, we got the White Sheepman
thing went
here.
off. Yeah, my Alexa went off, so I had to mute myself for a moment. Ready.
Dr. Juvenile, we meet at last.
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
Yeah, White Sheepman was Dr. Juvenile's avatar the whole time.
Well, JKR, guess I take it over from here.
I've got a whole bunch of feedback about the Death Drive Mark II. Ekum Bookum is part of it.
Indeed.
My brain is actually fried right now. What the actual shit? I did not see this coming. What a twist!
I've got some pretty harsh stuff to say about each individual game, too. But first, let me just say this. You are a genius. A true creator.
Ellipsis.
I feel like I do kind of understand your disappointment. I can sense a lot of regret and anger at having put all that hard work into that console and those games, only to have them never released.
Ellipsis.
I want to play more of your games, Juvenile. Come back to the real world with me. No need to shut yourself away in the digital world like this. Release the data and let it out. Return to your body.
Beep. Beep. Beep.
You're starting the battle program? Whatever. You don't get a lot of opportunities for a true last boss fight, after all. So make this fun, Doc.
Oh, so she doesn't even get to say anything?
Nope.
Ah. So you knew this whole time, and you just let me and JKR switch between this character?
Yes. I wasn't about to give away that spoiler.
I mean, that's fair, but you could. I mean, there are ways you.
Also, I'm not the one who instructed one of you to voice White Sheepman. That was JKR that jumped at the chance to play White Sheepman.
That's fair.
So this is entirely of you two's own doing.
I blame you for it.
I blame Al Gore. Somebody had to.
What's he got to do with any of this?
Well, I mean, he was wrong about the man-bear pig, but it turns out the real threat was the sheepman.
Yeah. Hey, Cloud.
What a time to get THX, Hi Cloud.
Dorks! What do you call a dork?
Dork. I have no idea what you're dorking about. Fun fact, Kevin in Ed, Edd n Eddy was voiced by a woman.
Yeah, I can hear that.
The same woman who voices, like,
Kathleen
most
Barr.
of the female characters in Ed, Edd n Eddy. And,
Yeah.
yeah, it's Erin Fitzgerald.
Aaron Fitzgerald. Kevin was?
Yeah, Kevin was voiced by Erin Fitzgerald. She's also one of 3 people to voice Naz, and she voiced, it was either Marie or May Kanker. I can't remember which.
Who did Kathleen Barr voice?
No way, it was Kathleen Barr that voiced Kevin. I got that wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Kathleen Barr was Kevin. That's why you were throwing me off. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I got confused because, like I said, Erin Fitzgerald voices, like, a lot of characters in Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not gonna throw me off on that one because I'm something of a mild Kathleen Barr expert, seeing as how she voices the great and powerful Trixie in My Little
Anyway,
Pony.
time for the
Yes.
monologue. Why the fuck do I have to kill you? Why do you have to try to kill me? I just don't get it. Maybe the Death Drive Mark II's anti-intruder program is loading up or something? I don't know. But it just doesn't feel right. When I cut you down, it felt like cutting through a cloud. All this emotion flooded into me. But there was nothing but sadness. You've been burning sadness like fuel just to keep living. I know that now.
Ellipses.
I don't need a big ol' speech. but these are your last words. Leave me something special. A farewell poem.
In the human world, the time for games has ended. Nothing binds us now. Remember me as I lived. Strange accent and sing go 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 a lot.
Don't worry, she'll be back in No More Heroes 3.
I'm gonna say I'm actually kind of sad now because Juvenile was one of my favorite characters to voice for you.
Yeah, she's not dead. It's just, she's been freed from her digital prison of her own making.
Yeah, but I more mean like.
Yeah, starting with No More Heroes 3, we're going back to having full voice acting, except for, like, random NPCs.
Yeah, but like, now I don't get the voice her for you no more.
Yeah, sadly. That also means I don't get to voice Travis anymore.
We'll have to like come up with reason for this voice to come back in future episodes of things.
You also don't get to voice Jean anymore after this. Considering Jean has an official voice actor in No More Heroes 3.
Oh. I mean, that's fine. Jean was my Fluttershy voice, so...
Anyway, there's the Mother
Actually,
Machine.
Jean was my Shantae voice.
Let's check out this Mother Machine.
Jean was a combination of both, actually.
The hell is this? I guess I'm supposed to press this button, huh? Well, this is the climax. You know something's gonna go down. That's the way it always is. You do get to voice, you know, the surfer bro you were voicing earlier for this ending cutscene. John Winter.
Nice, bruh.
There's no turning back for us now, and we've done a pretty good job at keeping the players happy, too. Okay, Juvenile, let's see this ending you want to show the players. Give it to me with feeling. Let's do this shit. Welcome to Mars.
In Texas.
I mean, we were already in Texas, but welcome to Mars.
God. Oh, God! You weren't kidding!
Did I just teleport? Where am I?
You're late, Travis. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're late, dude. You're late, Travis. I've been waiting. Have a seat.
He looks like he's got he looks like he's got a stick up his ass when he walks.
I said the jank.
Are you John Winter?
Yes. You know of me?
I got your autograph when I was a kid. You came to Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, Comic-Con. 1989. So that boy, I don't know why he's got like a country accent now. I've legit forgotten how to do the surfer accent I had a little while ago.
I mean, you were slipping into a country accent the whole time you were voicing him anyway.
That was you, huh?
I was wearing a Death Drive t-shirt.
I remember you. It's like Dale Gribble. You know what? Fuck it. He's Dale Gribble now.
I mean,
That
that
was
kind of fits him better.
Yeah. That was a specially made promotional t-shirt. Must have been a real bitch to get.
I got it off an old man at the arcade. Traded it for my Fukasaku t-shirt.
You got good taste. And you made it all this way. Nice job getting here, Travis.
So, is this Mars?
Yeah, pretty nice view, right? I've been to the moon too, but staring at space gets really boring really quickly. At least there's weather here. Things change a little day to day.
So what do you even do here?
I don't do anything. Every day I drink 3 cups of coffee, and at night I have a beer.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dang old yep, man.
What about food?
This isn't a human body, so I don't actually need to eat or drink. But even so, human desire is a hell of a drug. The joy of eating is pretty much the center of my life here. There's a valley up ahead. I hunt these large creatures there. It's all pretty thrilling. Catch one, I can eat for a month. Got some smoked meat right here. Want to try some?
I want to try some Martian hell beast meat.
He just say he doesn't eat.
He said he doesn't need to eat, but he still likes to because it's, you know, just for pleasure.
Right.
Because, like, the way that the Mother Machine works is that it creates, like, a duplicate body of you that is printed out through a 3D printer on Mars. I say that as if any of that makes sense, but sure.
Oh yeah, no, it makes perfect sense.
Nah, I'm cool. So, life on Mars. You really seem to be enjoying it.
It's very quiet and quite fascinating. That's why I've been the government's plans to immigrate here. Yep, no, this is straight up Dale Gribble. That's why I'm against the government's plans to immigrate here.
I told you Dale Gribble works better for this.
Yep.
And the best part is, he's not wrong. That's a plot point that the government's trying to colonize Mars.
Granted, if I want to be Dale Gribble, I'd have to give him a little bit of a gruff. Anyway, that would mean the end of my quiet, peaceful life. Dale Gribbles is actually a very hard voice to,
yeah, it's not...
What's the word? Emulate.
It's not about, like,
gruffness.
it's not about, like, getting a certain texture to the voice. It's about nailing, like, his inflections consistently.
Yeah.
Because he has very specific speech patterns.
Yeah, rest in peace to his voice actor, whose name escapes me right now.
Yeah.
They'd built convenient, comfortable cities to live in. It would basically be the same as living back on Earth. Screw that noise.
So that's why you came here alone, huh? Like a sort of guard, protecting this place.
I mean, that's not quite the grandiose, but I'd simply get rid of intruders.
I'm an intruder myself.
Well, that depends on your answer, young Travis. For you, I'd welcome you here with open arms. So, why don't you rid yourself of all that fate and destiny bullshit and come live a beautiful life here?
Why is this so relatable?
Right?
A guy living in a 3D printed clone body on Mars as, like, the world's most spaced out, literally, hippie should not be this relatable.
I'm gonna ruin your perspective for a little bit, but his hat and then his beard makes it look like he's got, like, a lizard mouth. And
yeah,
like
I can see that, especially 'cause, like, the little yellow pixel on his hat makes it look like an eye.
That wouldn't be so bad, wouldn't it? Dear God.
Sounds lovely. If I close my eyes, I can picture a different life. Like, a perfect, ideal life. It's so sparkly and shiny. I get all dizzy and shit.
I see. That's so like you.
Sorry. But I can't just rid myself of that baggage, like you said. I'll be carrying this shit with me till I die. I decided that a long time ago.
How about a drink before you go?
What's this?
Specially made Martian Mist coffee.
This is a weird machine.
It's all in the pipes.
Basically, they're taking a huff of the coffee hookah, and you have to button mash here to make them smoke the coffee.
Oh, to make them smoke the hookah coffee. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, at Disneyland there is a Max Goof popcorn bucket, and I want it.
That's good.
Pissed. That's a damn fine cup of coffee.
Not sure if I'd ever smoke coffee myself.
I didn't know you could smoke coffee.
You can smoke anything if you're inventive enough.
That's fair. Yeah, Cloud, I know. I want that popcorn bucket so bad. I have the Mickey Mouse 50th anniversary one, but that's about it.
It's about time to go.
There's only one way to leave. Die.
Die?
Jesus, fuck!
Hold on. There we go.
Goodbye, young Travis. Never come back here again. Don't go off into dangerous places. Didn't you get told that as a kid? This area's off limits. Sorry, but you're not allowed here.
Dangerous and off limits, huh? That's why good little boys have to leave. You too, right, young John? See you again sometime.
Bring peanut butter. Come empty-handed and I'll kill you again. Next time I'll aim for the wall and hit you.
Yes, well, fuck.
Travis's glasses look like a trans flag. They did. But yes, that is the main story of Travis Strikes Again. But we've got a post-game to do that leads into No More Heroes 3.
Oh, Lord.
And yes, we end with legally distinct Superman theme.
Of course we do.
Why wouldn't we?
So, thoughts, comments, concerns on Travis Strikes Again for the main story, at least?
Interesting.
I liked it.
I'm sure you have a lot of concerns.
I mean, honestly, I know so little about the No More Heroes franchise.
Like, this game's less so, like, a proper No More Heroes entry, even though it does set up No More Heroes 3. It's more a celebration slash, like, retrospective and even, like, self-reflection and self-commentary and self-critique on the director Suda51's entire life and career as a game developer. And I will admit, even I don't get all the callbacks and references to his wide body of work because I haven't played everything he's made. Because a lot of it's just not available outside Japan.
Oof.
But I will say the whole John Winter thing is supposed to be a reference to a very legendary indie developer who started his career back in the 80s and is still working today with, like, indie projects that are sub-licensed by big-name companies like Atari. His name's Jeff Minter. He did...
Jeff Minter.
You probably wouldn't be familiar with, like, a lot of stuff that he's made personally, but you would be familiar with, like, the names of them. Like, he did all of the, like, Tempest sequels, like Tempest 2000 for the Atari Jaguar, like all the Tempest games that have come out since then. He did the Polybius game that came out on PS4. He has his own company called Llamasoft because he's obsessed with llamas and likes to insert llamas in some way, shape, or form into every game he makes.
Nice.
Up, Gene.
So how was it? Tell me about your trip to Mars. More importantly, what? No souvenirs? There's gotta be some kind of Mars specialty stuff, right? Martian cat food would have been nice.
Well, I got this.
Oh.
So did you bring me something then? Well then hurry the hell up and feed me.
I can't promise it won't be nasty.
This shit is delicious. The spiciness is perfect. It's hot enough to burn right through my gut.
Okay.
It was the smoked meat. The smoked alien meat. Up, Shinobu. It's been a while since we've seen Shinobu.
Yeah.
Now, we got this scene with Shinobu to check out. And then there is, like, some post-game stuff as well, but I'll probably save that for another stream, given that it's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
But we will check out the extra scene with Shinobu.
So this is where you've been hiding out. I've been looking for you.
A man needs his hideout, you know?
It looks like you've cleared the latest game. Next up, the assassins await. Master?
I was just thinking some bloodshed would be nice right about now.
Bring your A game, or I'll kill you myself.
Shinobu, you're a funny broad. If you think you're up to it, then bring it on.
What the hell?
Shut up, you fucking mutt. Did you just call Charlotte a fucking mutt? You just signed your own death warrant. I'm gonna kill.
Ah, shit.
Shut up, I can't sleep.
Was was that last voice Gene at the end?
I have no idea who that's supposed to be in the context of this. But I know it's not Gene based on how Gene sounds in No More Heroes 3. Although it could be Gene before they settled on a voice for No More Heroes 3, because No More Heroes 3 came out like 3 years after this.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, infamously, a lot of things changed mid-development for No More Heroes 3 due to Suda51, as he's known to do, having an overly ambitious scope for what he can actually accomplish in the time and budget allotted. And also the fact that mid-development, COVID happened.
Damn you, COVID!
It was one of the first games to come out during the first, like, big name for, you know, in air quotes, given that this is No More Heroes, it's more of a cult series, but, like, big, tentpole releases to come out during the pandemic.
Right.
And, Suda51 talks in, like, you know, his developer diaries and interviews and stuff about how they had to start working remotely during the last stages of development for No More Heroes 3.
I'll say, fuck.
Alright, I'm gonna skip these credits, and Unreal Engine 4 test room.
Jeez.
And that over there is the Unreal Engine 4 player model for test rooms before you've, like, put in any of your own assets.
Oh, jeez.
Quit fucking around. This isn't a game, you know. Get the hell out. Seriously, what the hell, man? Huh? Where is this? Open up your eyeballs, dude. We're in development. For what game? Like I'm gonna tell you that.
So yeah, this was like the big shocker for No More Heroes fans. Because it's like, Travis Strikes Again was the first No More Heroes game in 10 years about. And everyone thought like, oh, so we're not getting a No More Heroes 3. And then we see that, it's like, oh shit, we're getting a No More Heroes 3.
Nice. I like the part with the reveal.
So yeah, we've got another text adventure scene, but we'll save that for next time. We'll do the post-game stuff next time, and then move on to, well, next time we come back to Travis Strikes Again, we'll do the post-game stuff, and then move on to No More Heroes 3, because post-game isn't very long, but we've all had very tiring days, and it is almost 11:30.
Yes.
Well, like 10:30 for me and Furret, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm in the right time zone.
Are you gonna stand for that, Furret?
No, he's gonna sit.
Stand for what? Stand for what? I'm a furret. I like being
Ari.
dumb.
I mean, Ari said he's in the correct timeline.
Time zone.
I'm so sorry.
Remember,
I'm
as
tired.
I've said many times before, there's no such thing as timelines, because time's not made of lines, it's made of circles. That's why clocks are round.
And why all of these squares make a circle.
All these squares make a circle. And no raid tonight. Unless someone has a redeem that they want to do.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm too tired to really even consider a target.
All right,
Not popular enough to know anybody.
So I will not be streaming tomorrow night after all, because I just need some time to recuperate after a busy as hell week.
Yes.
I'll see you guys on Monday with some more of Transformers Earthfall.
You can check out my channel.
Yes, check out Nerdy Furret's channel. Twitch.tv/The Nerdy Furret.
Tomorrow evening, when we fight I don't know if we're gonna fight a dragon or what the fuck we're supposed to do, but we're gonna at least find a dragon in Skyward Sword. So that's exciting.
And with all that out of the way, until next time, unpleasant dreams.
Well, we're the boys of chorus. We hope you like our show. I know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Please allow us to fuck off.
Good night, everybody.